All right, welcome high school bowling fans. Today's match is coming from Interstate Lanes, where the Perrysburg Yellow Jackets face off against our Napoleon Wildcats. Had a little bit of a late start here. We've got about 2 minutes left on practice, and then we'll be getting underway. If you guys tuned in on Tuesday expecting to see the Springfield match, that one was canceled due to, or I should say postponed, due to weather. That match will be coming to you tomorrow at 4 o'clock from Bolera Lanes in Toledo, Ohio. And then starting next week on Tuesday, we'll have our NLL Conference Championships. That will be starting at 10 o'clock. We'll have 2 streams going, one for the boys, one for the girls. Tony will be joining me on the mic to call the girls match, and I'll be calling the boys match. We've got one regular season match with, I believe it's Tenora left. And then we'll be into postseason play, starting with the sectional tournaments. So we've got about 20 or 30 seconds here before we get underway. NLLs will be on Tuesday, February 3rd, and then Friday, I believe it's Friday, February 6th will be Tenora. And then that following week on Tuesday, we'll have the boys sectional tournament, followed by Thursday will be the girls.
Good luck tonight and good bowling.
All right, practice is over and we're about to get underway. If somebody can give me a heads up in the chat and let me know you guys can hear me, I'd appreciate it. All right, a few last minute instructions here before we get underway. The girls will be on lanes 1 through 4 today, the boys on 5 through 8. All right, looks like we've got Brenna Massey coming up to the line on lane 2. And she starts off with 9, leaves a 10 pin. And Macy starts off with 3. Brenna's up for a spare attempt. And misses inside, so an open for her. Perrysburg picks up 3 on lane 3. And missed spare opportunity for Perrysburg on lane 1. Alexa Miller up now. She's on lane 2. And she gets all 10 to drop for the strike. Nine count for Kendall. And Kendall missed her spare opportunity there. Up now in lane number 4. And she gets 9. Macy up lane 3. That one goes a little high. Picks up 7. Leaves the 3-6-10. And Ari picks up her spare in lane number 4. And Macy picks up her spare in lane number 3. Brenna up now, lane number 1. You have to forgive me, I'm trying to find a good vantage point here. Alexa up now, lane number 1. That goes a little high, leaves the 3-6-9-10. Pickup of 6. Ariana Kiesling got 9 over on lane number 3. Looks like a 10 pin left. Spare attempt from Ari. Picks it up. Alexa now, spare attempt on lane 1. And she picks up 3 out of the 4. Macy up on lane number 4 now. And wobbles it, but it won't go down. Picks up 9. Perrysburg picking up 7, leaving the 1-3-7 on lane 2. Perrysburg getting all but 1 on her spare attempt. Out on lane 1. Macy missed her spare opportunity on lane number 4. Brenna up now, lane number 2. And she picks up 9, leaves a 6 pin. Perrysburg picking up their spare in lane number 3. Perrysburg splits down on lane 1, leaving the 4-6. 9 count for Kendall on lane 4, leaving the 10 pin. Brenna picks up her spare on lane 2. Perrysburg on lane 1. Picks up 9. Alexa on lane 2. That one goes high, leaves the 3 pin with a pickup of 9. All right, sorry about that. I am losing my mind today. All right, trying to fix the fact that it wasn't streaming and forgot I'd left my mic muted. All right, hopefully we'll have everything else going, nothing else going wrong. Perrysburg missed their spare attempt on lane 8. Andrew up now, his spare attempt on lane 7. Picks it up. Hunter up now on lane number 7. And a strike for Hunter. Fox up on lane 8, Oliver up on lane 6. And a strike for Oliver. And Fox picks up 8, leaving the 6-10. All right, now if you guys can see picture and hear me, if I could get a thumbs up in the chat. As I was saying, I am recording this, so I will get the full video from the beginning of the match online in the next day or two. Fox picks up his spare. Christian with a strike on lane number 6. Andrew picking up 8, leaves a split down on lane 8. All right, thank you for the confirmation. Don't live stream for about 2 weeks and you forget everything. Oh, nice attempt there by Andrew. Picks up 1 out of the 2. Almost slid that one over. Hunter up now, lane number 8. And a strike for Hunter. That's 3 in a row now for him. Fox up on lane number 7. And a strike for Fox. That's a double up for him. Or no, I'm sorry, that's not a double up. Some centers, the screens follow the bowlers, and some don't. This is one that doesn't. All right, Andrew up on lane number 7. Oliver up on lane 5. Andrew with a strike. Oliver goes high, leaves the 3-10 baby split. And Hunter drops all 10 for the strike on lane 7. Perrysburg picking up 9 down on lane number 8. Oliver now spare attempt. Right between, picks it up. Perrysburg picks up their spare on lane 6. Eight count for Perrysburg on lane number 7. Perrysburg converts their spare on lane 8. Christian up now, lane number 5. Nice ball from him for a strike. Perrysburg picks up their spare in lane number 6. There's a strike for Fox down at lane number 8. Now that's a double up for him. All right, Andrew up now, lane number 8. And a strike for Andrew. Oliver drops all 10 on lane 6 for a strike. Switch back over to the girls. We've got Ariana Kiesling up on lane 3. That one goes high and she pays the price. It splits. Looks like the 4-6-7. Spare attempt from Ari here, and she won't get any more. Brenna Massey down on lane number 1. And a strike for Brenna. Perrysburg won't pick up any more on lane 2. That'll be a 7 count for the frame. Alexa up now, lane number 1 for Napoleon. And she gets 9, leaves a 7 pin. Kendall Horner just got 9. I'm sorry, that's Macy. Macy Eicher just got 9 on lane 4, leaving a 7 pin. Alexa picks up her spare in lane 1. Macy gets her spare in lane 4. It barely holds on, but it holds on. Nine count from, oh, I'm sorry, a strike there from Perrysburg on lane number 3. Nine count from Kendall on lane number 4, leaving a 7 pin. Spare attempt from Perrysburg down on lane 1. And she'll end up with 6 for the frame. And Kendall picks up her spare in lane number 4. Ariana up lane number 4 now. And she gets 9, looks like a 4 pin left. And Macy with 9 on lane number 3, leaving a 10 pin. Brenna with 8, looks like a 6-10 for her on lane 2. And Brenna picks up her spare. Macy, lane number 3 now. Misses her spare attempt. And Macy finishes with a 193. All right, Kendall up now, lane number 3. That one goes high, picks up 8, leaves the 2-7. Brenna up on lane number 1. And that splits on her, leaves the 7-10. Not the way you want to start the 10th frame. And Kelsey in to finish that out for Kendall. So they combine for a 151.
One at a time here.
Ariana Kiesling, lane number 3. All right, on the boys' side, we've got Andrew Gallagher with a 215. Hunter Ehlers with a 228. Oliver Franz with a 203. Christian Horner with a 224. And Fox Taylor with a 182. And for Perrysburg, we've got 211 for Maddox Duran. Ethan Kramer, 173. 172 for Kanan Duran. Kason Bowen. Two sub games, 169 and 137. So 1052 to 862. And we're still finishing up on the girls' side here. And Perrysburg misses their spare attempt on lane 2. All right, Perrysburg looks like they've got another bowler to finish up. Starts out with 7. Looks like the 3-5-6 left. Today's match will consist of 2 individual games, followed by 3 Baker games. It is an NLL Conference match. All right. We'll get the girls' scores here in just a second.
girls.
All right, Brenna with a 155. Alexa with a 158. 193 for Macy. 151 for Kendall and Kelsey combined. And Ariana Kiesling with a 166. And then on the Perrysburg girls side, I've got a 90, a 115, another 115, 105, and 144. All right, so 823 to 569 for the girls. Get the scores in the chat here. All right, we'll switch back over to the boys. Andrew just picked up 7 down on lane number 8. Looks like the 2-4-5. Spare attempt from Andrew now. And he picks it up. Eight count for Perrysburg on lane number 7. Oliver up now, lane number 6. And he drops all 10 for a strike. Hunter picks up 9 down on lane number 8. Christian up now on lane number 6. Nice ball, crushes the rack for a strike. Eight count for Perrysburg on lane 8, leaving the 6-10. Fox up now in lane number 7. And he drops all 10 for the strike. Perrysburg picks up their spare down on lane 8. A strike for Perrysburg on lane number 6. Another strike for Perrysburg on lane 8. Andrew up now, lane number 7. And he splits, leaves the 4, 7, and 10. Perrysburg picks up 9 on lane 6. Andrew now, spare attempt on lane 7. Again, nice attempt, but picks up 2 out of the 3. Oliver on lane 5 picks up a strike. That's a double for him. Perrysburg just missed their spare attempt on lane 6. Hunter up on lane 7, and a strike for Hunter. And Christian picks up 5 by going through the nose, leaving the 3, 4, 6, 7, and 10. Strike there for Perrysburg on lane number 6. Fox picks up 7, leaving the 3-6-10 down on lane 8. Strike for Perrysburg on lane number 7. Christian now spare attempt. Picks up 3 out of the 5. So an 8 count for him. Fox chops, picks up 1. So an 8 count for him in the frame. Perrysburg picks up 7 on lane number 7, leaving the 3-6-10. Oliver up on lane number 6. And another strike for Oliver. 3 in a row now. Perrysburg with a missed spare opportunity on lane number 7. Hunter, lane number 8. And he drops all 10 for the strike. Christian now, lane number 6 for Napoleon. And a strike for Christian. All right, we'll switch back over to the girls' match. Kendall picks up her spare. Alexa up now, lane number 2. Spare attempt. She's got it. Brenna up now, lane number 1. And Brenna drops all 10 for the strike. Alexa with a strike as well, I believe. Alexa now, lane number 1. And a strike for Alexa. And Kendall picks up 7, maybe 8, 7. Perrysburg with 9 on lane number 3. That was her second ball, I believe. Perrysburg, lane number 2, won't get any. Perrysburg looks like they got 6 on lane 1. Kendall picks up her spare. It was 8. So, but she did get the spare. 8 on her first ball, I meant. Ariana up on lane number 4 for Napoleon. And she drops all 10 for the strike. 7 and 10 hung out a little longer than I think she wanted them to, but all 10 eventually fell. Strike for Macy over on lane number 3. Nine count for Perrysburg, leaving a 7 pin on lane 2. 7 count for Perrysburg on lane 4. Kendall goes high and it pays the price, leaving the 4, 6, 7, 10. Perrysburg picking up their spare on lane 2. Also converting their spare on lane 4. Kendall trying to get at least 2 here. That's what she does. Perrysburg picking up 7, leaving the 4, 5, and 7 on lane 4. 9 count for Brenna on lane 2, leaving the 7 pin. Ariana goes left of the head pin, picks up 9, leaves the 10 pin. Brenna now spare attempt on lane 2. Got it. And Ari with a spare there on lane number 3. Alexa now on lane number 2. And she picks up 9, leaves the 10 pin. Eight total for Perrysburg on lane 4. 7 count on her first ball for Perrysburg on lane 3. Alexa now spare attempt on lane 2. Macy up on lane 4. Macy with the strike. And Alexa looks like she got her spare.
Oh boy, that was really tight. That was way too tight.
Brenna gets 9 down on lane 1, leaves the 10 pin. Kendall picks up 8 on lane number 4. 8 count for Perrysburg on lane number 3. Brenna now spare attempt. Picks it up. Perrysburg misses their spare opportunity on lane 2. Kendall picks up her spare in lane number 4. Alexa, lane number 1. And she gets 9. Looks like maybe a 4 pin left down there. Ariana now gets 9, leaves a 10 pin on lane 4. Alexa, spare attempt on lane 1. Picks it up. Ariana picks up her spare. Macy now, lane number 3. And she gets the strike. All right, Kendall coming up on lane number 3. Nine count for her. She gave the 7 pin a little bit of a shove, but not enough to knock it down. Perrysburg with a strike over on lane number 1. 8 count for Perrysburg on lane 4, leaving the 4-7. Spare attempt from Kendall here. On lane 3, picked it up. All right, we'll switch back over to the boys. Christian Horner up on lane number 6, looking at a split. Picks up 2 out of the 3. Hunter up now, lane number 8. And a strike for Hunter. Oliver coming up now in lane number 5. We got Fox on lane 7. And a strike for Oliver. And 9 for Fox, leaving a 10 pin. Oliver with 3 in a row again. Christian up lane number 5, Fox on lane 7. Fox missed his spare attempt. Christian buries the rack for a strike. And a strike for Perrysburg there in lane number 6. Andrew up now for Napoleon, lane number 7. And a strike for Andrew. Strike for Perrysburg down on lane 5. And another strike for Perrysburg, lane 6. Hunter now, lane number 7. And a strike for Hunter. Perrysburg missed a spare attempt on lane number 8. Fox up on lane 8, Oliver up on lane 6. Oliver with another strike. Fox leaving a 10 pin. Strike for Perrysburg, lane number 7. So Oliver in the 10th frame of the second game. Fox also in the 10th. Fox picks up the spare, he'll get one more. Oliver second ball, 10th frame. And gets 9, leaves, looks like the 2 pin. Oliver will have a good game here. Worst he can do is 236. Strike for Perrysburg, lane number 7. Oliver picked up the spare and finishes with 256. Nice game, Oliver. Christian up now, lane number 6. And he picks up 9. Fox, last ball in the 10th, picks up 9 more. Perrysburg gets 9 on lane 7. And Fox finishes with 179. Christian picked up his spare. He'll get one more. Perrysburg missed their spare. Count for Perrysburg on lane number 5, leaving the 5-7. So it looks like Christian finished with a 187. Looks like Andrew finished with a 150. Hunter up to start the 10th. Starts out with 8.
There's the rest of the boys if you don't already have it. I'll get the girls in a minute. I just don't want Hunter. Good.
And Hunter's last ball is a strike. And looks like a 237.
He had 2 really good games today, too. Just gotta get the rest of the girls.
All right, we'll confirm the scores here and then switch over to the girls who are finishing up. Mary picks up 9 on her second ball in the 10th frame. Looks like Macy had a 213. 197 for Kendall.
That's the girls so far.
All right, Ariana with a 237. Nice game.
They still got other frames. They're only in the 9th frame. They got another frame to go yet.
All right, 9 count for Perrysburg. Lane number 2. Alexa up. Lane number 1. And a strike for her. I believe that's the 9th frame. Perrysburg missed her spare opportunity on lane 2. All right, confirm the boys' scores here. 256 Oliver. Here's the 187, a 179. 187 was Christian, 179 was Fox. There was a substitution with Andrew for 150 and 237. And Hunter, Oliver had the 256, Hunter had the 237. It comes up to 1,009. And 846 for Perrysburg. Hollis Thompson, 209. Maddox Duran, 169. Logan Adams, 146. Ethan Kramer, 176. And 146 for the sub.
Go, let's go. One at a time, babe.
All right, so 2061 to 1708. Alexa with a strike there. All right, Alexa up, lane 2. And she picks up 9 more. All right, Brenna had a 155, 233 for Alexa. Perrysburg, there's a 102, a 58, and we're waiting for the last bowler to finish. As soon as the girls are finished, we'll switch over to the side-by-side mode, and the boys are just getting started on the Bakers. Fox just picked up a 9 spare in the first frame. Christian will be up next.
Jack's on 3. 1, 2, 3, Jack. All right, that should be all that.
All right, 148 was the last Perrysburg score. So right now I've got the boys leading 2061 to 1708, a difference of 353 pins. Girls leading 1858 to 1194, a difference of 664. All right, we'll have to adjust the girls' camera here.
Saying they'll probably call that personally just because.
What, the other kids?
Yep. It could be wrong.
All right, Perrysburg on lane 7. Comes in light, misses the head pin, picks up 6.
Get a good roll.
Christian had a spare. Oliver up now in the number 3 spot. And he gets 9, wobbles his 4 pin, but it can't go down. Spare attempt from Perrysburg. Picks it up. That was on lane 7 from the boys. Oliver now, spare attempt. He picks it up. So Napoleon Boys with 3 spares in a row in this first Baker game. There's a strike for Perrysburg. Perrysburg opened in the first with an 8 open and then a 6 spare, followed by a strike. Another strike, that one coming from Andrew. Perrysburg splitting on lane 7, leaving the 4-6. And another strike from Hunter. 3 strikes in a row now from the Wildcats. Or, I'm sorry, 2 strikes in a row from the Wildcats. All right, the girls are about to start their Baker's match. Girls will be starting on the right lane, lane 4. And a strike for the Wildcats. That one coming from Fox. So now it's 3 in a row. 9 count for the Yellow Jacket ladies. 9 count also for the Lady Cats. Christian comes in just a little bit light, picks up 9, leaves the 2 pin. Perrysburg picking up their spare on lane number 3 for the Lady Jackets. Alexa, her spare attempt. She's got it. Perrysburg Boys spare attempt. Won't get any more, so an 8 count for them in the 4th frame. Lady Jackets with a strike there on lane number 3. Christian now, spare attempt on lane number 8. Got it. Lady Cats pick up 9. That one's from Kelsey Eicher, leaving the 10 pin. Lady Jackets pick up 3. There's a strike for Oliver. Spare conversion by Kelsey Eicher. Perrysburg picks up their spare on lane number 7. Lady Jackets spare attempt. They get a few more, total of 8. That in the 3rd frame. Another strike for Andrew. Down on lane number 8. Macy Eicher picking up 7, leaving a split. Perrysburg Boys with a strike on lane number 7. Lady Jackets also with a split on lane number 3. Hunter picks up 9, leaves the 7 pin.
You can still get a 200. He's got that 9 frame.
Macy picks up 1 out of 3 on lane 4. 9 count for the Perrysburg Boys on lane 7. Hunter picks up his spare. He'll get 1 more in the 10th.
It's a 200.
9 count for the Lady Jackets, coming from Kendall Horner. And a strike on the last ball in the 10th frame. And 224 for Napoleon. Kendall's spare attempt just misses on lane number 4. Strike for the Perrysburg Boys on lane number 7. Perrysburg Girls pick up 6. Perrysburg Boys also picking up 6, leaving the bucket, the 2, 4, 5, and 8. Lady Cats pick up 7. That one goes a little high, leaving the 3, 6, 10. That was Ari Kiesling. And a nice pickup there by the Lady Jackets. Perrysburg Boys pick up 3 out of 4. Nice conversion there by Ari on lane number 4 for the Lady Cats.
He might hanker on one of them, depending on who goes.
Perrysburg with a strike, start the 10th frame. So the boys are just about to finish the first Baker games. Napoleon actually has finished the first Baker game with a 224. Perrysburg gets 9 on their second ball in the 10th. 9 count for Alexa, leaving a 10 pin on lane 4. Spare attempt on the 10, picks it up. So 162 is what Perrysburg ends up with. So the boys will switch lanes for the second Baker game. And Alexa missed her spare attempt. Lady Jackets got 8 on their first ball, leaving the 6-10. And picks up the spare. Kelsey up now, lane number 4 for the Lady Cats. That one goes right of the head pin, picks up 6. Leaves the 1, 2, 4, and 8. Lady Jackets with a strike in the 9th. That's Jevin that starts things off. Strike for the Napoleon Wildcat boys. And Kelsey picks 2 out of 4. So an 8 count in the 7th. Perrysburg boys also starting off with a strike. Seven for Napoleon. That looks like Isaac Meyer. Macy with a strike in the 8th frame for the Lady Cats. Back-to-back strikes for the Perrysburg boys. Spare attempt now from Isaac. And he's got it. Lady Jackets also pick up their spare. A split for the Lady Cats. That's coming from Kendall. Leaving the 4, 7, and 10. So the Lady Jackets are in their 10th frame. They've got one more ball. Lady Cats in the 9th frame. And Kendall picks up 2 out of 3. Perrysburg picks up 7 on their first ball, leaves the 3, 6, 10. 3, 6, 10. Airy up now, lane number 4 to start the 10th frame. And she starts out with a strike. Lady Jackets put up 157. And Luke Leahy won't get any more on his second ball, so a 7 count. Strike for Airy on their second ball in the 10th. 9 count for the Wildcats. That one coming from Jonathan Peters. And 3 strikes in the 10th for Airy. And finishes up with a 147. All right, looks like Andrew will be the 5th bowler. And he gets all 10 to drop. So the Lady Cats will switch lanes for the second Baker game. Perrysburg picks up their spare on lane number 8. 7 count for the Wildcats. That one coming from Jevin. Strike for Perrysburg Boys. Strike also from the Lady Cats. I believe that came from Brenna. Jevin now spare attempt. And he's got it. And Kelsey picks up 7, splitting, leaving the 4, 6, and 10. Split also for the Lady Jackets on lane 4. And a strike for Perrysburg Boys on lane number 8. Isaac with a strike. Kelsey won't get any more, so a 7 count in the second frame. Another strike for the Perrysburg Boys. Perrysburg Girls pick up 1 out of 2. Abby up for Napoleon. And Luke Leahy with a strike. That's back-to-back strikes for the Wildcat Boys. Lady Jackets got 8 on their first ball, leaving the 4-7. Nine count for Jonathan. And Abby picks up 1 pin there on lane number 3. Lady Jackets pick up their spare on lane number 4. Jonathan now spare attempt, lane 7. Got it. And Perrysburg finishes up with a 184. All right, this looks like Alexis. She got 8 on her first ball, picks up 1 out of 2. Andrew up to close out the 10th here for the boys. Ariana Kiesling up now, lane number 3. And she gets 9. And there's a strike, that from Hunter. And they finish up with a 191. Again, I apologize, it's kind of hard to see from my vantage point here. Perrysburg ladies missed the spare opportunity on lane 4. Brenna up now for the Lady Cats. Gets 9, leaves a 7 pin. Lady Jackets pick up 4 on their first ball. Jevin up for Napoleon.
How come the Eve want to go somewhere?
Brenna missed her spare opportunity, so an open in the 6th frame.
Go inside.
And Jevin with a strike.
I'm just saying, if we give up,
Start things off for the Wildcat boys. Perrysburg boys got 7,
we don't
and they will pick up one more for a total of 8.
we just got to go back a couple exits.
Kelsey picks up 8 on her first ball on lane number 3.
It shouldn't be as bad on a Thursday.
And a split pickup of 8 for Isaac. Looks like the 5-7 left. 9 count for the Lady Jackets on lane number 4. And Kelsey picked up her spare on lane number 7. And Isaac picked up 1 out of the 2. Lady Jackets pick up their spare on lane number 4. And Abby picks up 6 on her first ball. Luke gets 1 additional pin to drop. So he's left with just the 7 pin. So that goes from being a split to just the 7 pin. There'll have to be a scoring change there. Not that it matters because the open in the previous frame, but and Lady Jackets will pick up 1 out of 2. And Abby missed her spare attempt. She'll pick up 1 additional for a total of 7. Luke picks up his spare. And Alexa with a strike in the 9th frame. And an 8 count for Jonathan, leaving the 6-10. Perrysburg picking up 7 on lane number 8. And Ari picks up 7 on her first ball, splitting. 8 is what Perrysburg will end up with in the 9th frame on the girls' side. Spare attempt here from Ari. She's got the 6-7-10 left, and she picks it up. Nice spare conversion there. She'll get 1 more in the 10th. And Jonathan picks up his spare. And 9 more for Ari. And 9 count for Oliver, leaving a 10 pin. Bowling in the 5th spot. Spare attempt from the Lady Jackets, picks it up. They'll get 1 more. So 124 for the Lady Cats. Oliver picks up his spare. Perrysburg with a strike. Nine more for the Lady Jackets. Strike for Jevin, it looked like. And 111 for Perrysburg Girls. So after 2 Bakers, I've got the boys leading 24-76 to 20-54, leading by 422 pins. And on the girls' side, 21-29 to 14-62, leading by 667. So Isaac got 7 on his first ball, left with a split, the 6-7-10. And Brenna starts off with a strike for the girls. And Isaac will pick up 1 more for a total of 8 in the 7th frame. Lady Jackets go high, pick up 8, leaving the 6-10. Perrysburg picked up their spare in the 9th. Nine count for Abby in the 2nd frame on her first ball. Seven count for Perrysburg, leaving the 1-2-8. Luke up for Napoleon. And he gets 8, leaves the 6-10. Spare attempt now from Abby. And she won't get any more, so a total of 9 in the 2nd frame. So Perrysburg boys finish with a 144. And Luke picks up his spare. Nine count for Casey Garcia on lane number 3. Perrysburg picks up a total of 9 in the 2nd frame on the girls' side, lane 4. Jonathan Peters with a strike for Napoleon. Lady Jackets pick up 3 on their first ball. Spare attempt from Casey. Oliver up for the 10th frame for Napoleon. And Casey missed her spare opportunity. And a strike for Oliver to start the 10th. Spare attempt from the Lady Jackets, won't get any additional, so 4 total in the 3rd. Oliver now, 2nd ball, 10th frame. 9 count for Macy down on lane 3, and another strike for Oliver. Eight count for the Lady Jackets on lane number 4. And Macy missed her spare opportunity. And Oliver with 3 strikes in the 10th finishes with a 191. So unofficially, I've got 2667 to 2198, a difference of 469 pins. 9 count for Kendall, lane number 3. All right, we'll switch over to the full view on the girls. Boys averaged 205.15. Spare attempt from Kendall, picked it up. Lady Jackets get 9 on their first ball. Brenna looks like she's up for Napoleon on lane 3. Gets 9, leaves a 7 pin. Perrysburg gets 8, splits, leaving the 8-10. All right, 26-67, 21-98, difference of 469. So everyone matches up. Baker games of 224, 191, and 191. And for Perrysburg, 162, 184, and 144. Perrysburg missed their spare opportunity, ends up with 8 in the 6th. Abby now, lane number 3, picks up 6. Lady Jackets look like they picked up 3. And Abby missed her spare attempt, so a 6 count in the 7th. Lady Jackets also missed their spare. They'll end up with 3 in the 7th. And Casey picks up 8 on her first ball. Nine count for the Lady Jackets. Casey missed her spare opportunity. Nine count for the Wildcat ladies, that coming from Macy. 9 count from the Lady Cats in the 9th frame, leaving a 10 pin. Macy picks up the spare on lane number 3. Missed spare there by the Lady Jackets. And Brenna, or I'm sorry, that's Kendall. Kendall with a strike. Strike for the Lady Jackets. That's to start the 10th frame. Kendall also in the 10th frame, so that was a strike to start that. There's another strike for Kendall, 2 in a row. Another strike for the Lady Jackets, so 2 for them as well. Kendall, last ball, 10th frame, and another strike. 145 for the last Baker game. So that gives the Napoleon Wildcat ladies 22.74, averaging 174.92. 9 count for Perrysburg. And waiting on the total to flash up on the screen. And that's 98. So 1560. A difference of 714 pins. Again, Lady Cats averaging 174.92. All right, we'll have another live stream tomorrow with Springfield. Hopefully I'm a little sharper tomorrow than I am today. As I said, we'll try and get the match in its entirety up on the YouTube channel. So we'll wrap this up, and as we always do, saying, go Wildcats.
Leave a bunch of spares.
That's not mine. If I ever started stealing your clothes. It took me till I saw the robots with kids instead of black.
Somebody has a open berries. Somebody has a bag on there.
Good ball. Good ball, boys. Back good.